All right. Think everybody can hear me now. Let's try this goddamn thing again. I don't know what happened there, man. Everything froze up all at once, then it just kept crashing. And the more I tried to spin the knobs and twinkie the dinks, it got worse and worse as we went along. So I don't know. All I know is thank you for sticking around. Thank you for tuning back in. Some of you probably ran off to do your laundry, and you're going to forget all about the show. But if you remember where we left off, I welcomed everybody to the program. We were going to.
The loud one jumped off the bus.
Is that what happened? Did loud one finally crashed the goddamn bus? That would make total sense. Okay. Well, he's fired.
Okay.
We got the bus jump started. It's back. We need a new driver for the bus. Loud one is no longer driving the bus. Loud one crashed the bus. If Loud one wants to ride back with a spare tire, he's more than welcome. Because right now we need a new driver. Because that's that. We can't be having that. Once every 3 years you run the bus off the road. That's unacceptable. All right. So yes, we're back. At least some of us. So you guys came back. I came back. We're back. He's back. She's back. Don't look back. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to take a drink. It was Thursday, October 12th. I have something important to say. So we got a drink. You drinking with me? I don't see one person not really, nobody? Not one person raising, even Two Bear didn't raise a glass. God damn it, Two Bear. Well, then I will drink alone. I don't like drinking alone, but I've done it most of my life, and I'll do it again. Chasing Jack with Mountain Dew. Tastes like bubble gum. I think Christina Dvorak said she'd drive the bus. Did I get that right?
Two Bear said he would.
No, not Two Bear.
Disney Mama said she would, but she can't reach the pedals.
No, she couldn't. Disney Mama couldn't reach the pedals if she had blocks of wood tied to the bottom. Christina Dvorak says, I'm a bus driver. I'll drive. Christina Dvorak, you're in. Until further notice, you're the bus driver. Loud one's just going to have to grab on as the bus goes by, and we got it running again. He's going to have to grab the spare tire and hang on. That's where Loud one's going to be for a bit. All right. So
Bobby says he wants to drive.
Okay, we can only have one driver on the bus. This isn't a Chinese fire drill. Okay, now for those of you who don't know what a Chinese fire drill is, leave. You're not supposed to be here. I just said it's not a Chinese fire drill, and everybody went, what? If you don't know what a Chinese fire drill is, please exit the live stream. You're too young to be here. That's all I got to say.
But Loud One did. Maybe he called a Chinese
Maybe he called a Chinese fire drill? Yeah, the problem is you can't do a Chinese fire drill, Loud One, when the bus is still moving down the road. That's my Bill Cosby. You can't drive the bus while the bus is driving down the road. You got to do the fire drill at the stoplight. See? That's a pretty good Bill Cosby. All right. So I'm not going to, if you guys got the smoke signals today, we sent out smoke signals on Patreon, gave you guys a quick email letting you know we were going on, when and where and why. And I just touched on a couple things. So I'm not going to, I could sit here and ramble on about Israel for a whole hour, but you guys hear that all day long from everybody. But I really got worked up today. And I don't know why I got worked up more today than other days, but I really did. So I need you to hear me. Not only do I need you guys as the bottom of the glass nation to quit typing, quit commenting for just a second, just for a minute, quit commenting. But I need certain people across the Atlantic Ocean and through the Mediterranean. You just go right past the Straits of Gibraltar, and there's a message for some of you people. And I don't want to fumble my thoughts too bad, but I need you to hear me. So I have a very specific, just quit texting, quit typing in the comment section for just a minute. Because this is for you.
Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. This is for you guys to listen to, but I guess today, of all days, I took things personally. I don't know why it was today. The images we've all seen, the stories we've all heard for days now. But I got to tell you, I don't know, something happened to me today. I was sitting in the studio all alone, fumbling through some stuff, and something clicked in me I've only done a few other times in my life. And when I finish what I'm going to tell you, you'll know exactly what that means, and I don't say it lightly. But I need, this is to Hamas, this is to Hezbollah, and this is to the Iranian government that backs terrorists, to you guys specifically. I know one or two of you is going to be watching for some reason, some weird reason, or this message will get to those people. Hey, look what this, good. That's fine. I need you to hear this, okay? You guys know who I am. Wouldn't be too hard to figure out my name and where I live. Let's get that out of the way right now. Right? I am America first. Can't lead from behind. Can't help you if I'm at the bottom of the ladder. Okay, I am America first. I am for the Constitution, 100%. I am conservative. I am pro-gun. I am not woke. I am not for abortions. Just trying to be real clear here. I'm not mixing my words. You understand me so far? I stand with Israel. I stand with Israel. I'm saying it out loud. I also think that there is a time and a place for the death penalty. Yeah, I do. I think there's a time and a place when you look at something that happened and you're like, yeah, you got to go, dude. Period. End of story. Now, I'm not running for political office. I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. But I need you people to know something. And better you hear it directly from me. You have made an enemy for life. I'm just one American. I know you don't think I count. But the things that I've witnessed, you have made an enemy for life. Till I'm old and gray and 1 foot in the grave, I will never forget what you guys have done. I don't know there's a damn thing I can do about it. And I'm just one. But it's real. And I snapped today. I crossed that line, and that's how I felt. I couldn't put it in other words. And I don't care who knows it. You want to shut me off, shut me off. You want to take this bus over the cliff, go ahead. You want to take our channel down because I stand with Israel, because I'm against what you guys have done? Gives a shit. You have made an enemy for life, and I think I've only said that 3 other times in my entire existence. That's where I wanted to start tonight. I only want to add one more thing to the context of this. Everyone is saying you divide. We're all divided. You're either with Israel or you're against Israel. Can we keep it simple? Can we keep it nuts and bolts? Can we keep it at street level, please? Let's not get to, there's thousands of years and centuries of atrocities. Yeah, I got it. The big report going around is the one that Amnesty International did last year. They had this big expose, and I'm going to read you what it says, because this is the justification for what's going on. This is the flag they're flying. It says, our report reveals, this is from Amnesty International 2022, I think in February. It says, our report reveals the true extent of Israel's apartheid regime. Whether they live in Gaza, East Jerusalem, or the rest of the West Bank, or Israel itself, Palestinians are treated as inferior. Okay, they're treated as inferior, all right? Not good, but all right. They're an inferior racial group that is systematically deprived of their rights. Again, not good. Something, if it's true, should be fixed, I guess. Yeah. We found that Israel's cruel policy of segregation, dispossession, and exclusion across all the territories under its control clearly amount to apartheid, which is segregation, isn't it? Isn't that what apartheid is separating classes, lower, high, isn't it? I mean, it's a bunch of name calling, and it's how you treat people. You shouldn't treat people lesser, but is that what they're saying? The international community has an obligation to act. Article goes on for pages, and then at the very end it says, their every move is subject to Palestinians, okay? Their every move is subject to the Israelis' military approval, and the simplest daily task means navigating a web of violent control by Israel. That's it. That's the letter you're going to resubmit to the UN. That's the sentiment. The centuries of atrocities. There's been war all the time. You guys all hate each other. I get that. We're not talking soldier versus soldier. We're talking soldier versus 8-year-old little girl. You dumb mother. Getting upset again. And all you can come back with is, well, there's a system of violent control. I didn't see anywhere in your report. Did you say people were getting blown up? Did you say people were getting shot? Did you say people were getting their heads cut off? Were they getting raped? I thought you were going to provide a real report with real ammunition, something to sink your teeth into to go, we had no choice. All you said was, well, you're not treating us very nice. You're not treating us very fair. Okay, even if everything you said was true, you're not allowed to do what you did. You made an enemy for life out of me. You didn't declare war and soldier to soldier. No. You went in there and attacked families. You killed women and children. You made an enemy for life out of me. And I have no idea if I'm ever going to bump into you. I don't know. I needed to get that off my chest. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that, but I needed you to know that I took it very personally. I don't know why today more than any other day, but I was by myself and I absolutely snapped out. And I know what's coming because we got that thing tomorrow. I'll show it to you real quick here and go through my notes Watch out for tomorrow. I'll leave this on the big screen. FBI urges public to remain vigilant. Cities on alert amid global calls for pro-Hamas action. It's actually much, much bigger than that. They've expanded on that article. They want worldwide jihad against infidels. I posted a link the other day for the staff thread in Gen X Talk staff. I don't think anybody even opened it. It was a quick 60-second short video, reel, a TikTok, if you will. And it talked about in the early days of the United States, how they were capturing our military soldiers and Navy. They were capturing our ships, capturing our soldiers, and taking Americans who were overseas, hundreds into slavery. And was it Jefferson or Adams that went over to, and they went to the embassy and said, why are you doing this? Remember, the big one was in Tripoli. Remember that song, From the Halls of Montez to the Shores of Tripoli? Why'd they pick Tripoli? Why is that in the song? That was a very big thing. They were stealing Americans and putting them in slavery. That's not the point. The point of the story is that when they went and confronted them, the people that do, they said, the Quran gives us the right to do that to you because you're infidels. Anybody they label as an infidel, they have the right to kill you, to rape you, to purge you, to enslave you. That's the basic fundamental. You could talk about all the ins and outs, the wherefores and what have yous, and it all comes back to something very simple. They think they have the right to run everything, be everywhere, and they're over everyone else. Period. End of story. You can say, you can color this any way you want. You can dress it up. Israel did this. They did that. Lebanon's funding this. Hezbollah's getting ready to do that. It all comes down to they feel they have the right to. Period. It's their religion. You're not going to change it. Fine. But you can't have my wife. You can't have my kids. I'm just letting you know. Not going to happen. You have made an enemy for life. I have no idea what context that means because I'm very far away, but I'm also very angry. And just on microphone is Ethel Mertz. And Ethel, what do you have to say for us tonight?
I'm not Ethel Mertz.
You look like it. I'm not turning on that camera.
Well, Tomash is in
chat.
He sent 60 shekels, correct?
I think so.
I can't respond. I'm visiting patients at Leninado Hospital in Netanya, I believe. So
Yep.
I'm watching you with headphones, is what he says. But he is checking in with us.
Tomash, I'm raising a glass to you right now, brother. I know you're in the mix right there. I got some messages from you. I'm going to get to them, I promise.
And we also have Deutsch EM on Facebook, 100 stars.
Who's working the Facebook page for us today? Trippy, TDP, Trippy Pineapple.
Frank Easterling Jr. on Facebook. You did amazing on the podcast yesterday, good sir. We love it when you show up. You're awesome and welcome anytime.
Thank you very much. Now, who said that? That was Frank?
You need to explain the
Frank,
podcast.
Okay, the 21 Gun podcast is a legitimate podcast. They're not like us. No. They're a paid podcast. They're behind a paywall. When you say, I'd like to see your show, they're like, go over there, see the man, pay the man, get a ticket, you can come. Now, for us, it's all for free. But when you get to a level where someone pays you to speak, oh my God. Well, Frank is one of the guys. He's one of the guys at 21 Gun Podcast. Great. He's my favorite guy there. I mean, Frank, Kevin runs the show. Kevin's been there the longest. Kevin. I guess I kind of put up. God, I love Frank. I got no problem telling I love Frank. Frank is the guy. Frank is the one who, when he goes in there, he sets things right. When he starts talking, everybody listens. If you guys want to listen to a good podcast, military veterans doing a good thing for good people, they get great guests on. They also have a lot of fun on their show, 21 Gun Podcast. I'm not sure if you can get into the paywall and pay to do that, but after a couple weeks, all their podcasts come out somewhere like on YouTube or something. So if you guys want to see some of those, if you want to see what it's like before you pay, go check them out. 21 Gun Podcast, great guys. If they all die in an airplane crash, I'm going to call their boss and see if we can take their slot. Not that that's going to happen. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you guys know. So, yeah, I'm glad that Frank was in here on Facebook. And everybody on Facebook, the person in your comment section, Trippy Dippy Pineapple, he's your moderator. He's one of us. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
I have one more. Chris Stockholm says, hi, at General. There's more of us than you think. Let them come for us.
Yeah, there's more of them. I got to tell you, there's way more of them. But that's not the point. You know, I think the point we're making here is it doesn't matter if there's more of them or not. The point we're making here is that we stand our ground and we stand up for what we believe in. And they have made an enemy for life out of me.
Is my mic up? They say it's quiet. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I turned your mic all the way up now. Oh,
okay.
Look, you pulled it up by your face.
You know what?
Now you're flipping me off. You know, if you pull the mic, we do a mic check, and she puts the mic in a certain spot, and I go, okay, put the mic where it's going to be, talk how you're going to talk. I adjust the levels. And then she pushes the mic away, she talks, she looks over here, and she wonders why nobody can hear. You know, she will not follow instructions. It gets so frustrating trying to do this with incompetence. And I'm reminded of one of the greatest philosophers of the 20th century right now, Iceman from Bodfish, who looked at me across a bar one night and said, chicks, man. Chicks. If that doesn't sum up the evening, what does? What else you got for me?
You know what? Right now. What? Outside. Right now. Let's go.
I'll be happy to whoop your ass, but I'm in the middle of a show. I got people. I can't go outside right now.
Let's go.
You call me out when you know I can't go. Oh, how brave you are. All right. What else you got? Anything? No? You done? The sheets, woman. Nothing? I'm moving on if you ain't talking. Okay. She didn't talk. I'm moving on. All right. So we're supposed to do some house-cleaning stuff here. Just so you guys know, we do have a new $2 whore tonight. All right. All right. Moving on.
Oh, where's the kid? They're asking.
The kid is at the gymnasium. For those of you who
He's in PE right now.
He's in PE right now. For those of you who didn't get the message from YouTube, you didn't get the message from Facebook, join Patreon. One of the staff members can put up a link. It's $1. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes information, but you get an email from us. That's the only way we can get in contact with you is through Patreon. Can't do it in Facebook. Can't do a mass emailer in Facebook. Can't do it in YouTube. Just got to let you know, hey, we're going on. Here's where we're going to be. Here's the time. You don't have to come. You don't got to show up, but at least you'll know. Join Patreon. It's $1. Money goes to the kid. All right. Discord is chat rooms. It's grown-up chat rooms. It's for adults. We do have a Discord server. Someone will put the link up. Every Monday night, Trippy Dippy Pineapple and Lionheart throw out a movie. Tonight's movie. Monday night's movie is Hocus Pocus. I don't like the movie.
You know what?
I don't like the actresses. I don't like the story.
Shut your mouth.
I won't be there.
Shut your mouth. Attrition member for 9 months. Shut your mouth. I like Hocus Pocus.
Shut my mouth?
I did. No.
She said member for 9 months and told me.
No, I said attrition member for 9 months. Then I said, you shut your mouth about Hocus Pocus.
Well, you kind of said it like she said it.
It's stupid funny.
All right.
Loud One gave $5. Good luck getting my seat and taking the wheel from me.
It's already done. Loud One, you crashed the bus. Weren't you here in the beginning? Didn't you see the mess that happened for the first 15 minutes? You crashed the bus. The whole system crashed. I didn't know what was going on. My wife said, oh my God, the bus is crashed. There's no one driving. Loud One let go of the wheel. So we had to put a new steering wheel on. We had to put Christina Dovrak in the driver's seat. We took off. Now I'm hoping, Loud One, you grabbed the spare tire on the way by. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Brad Baker, $5. Gen X Mom, can you lock the studio door from the outside? General is playing with fire. LOL.
Don't sass me, Brad.
That's right.
Don't do it, baby. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Noel, $1.99. I'm not wearing any underwear.
Wait, now see, was that her or you? You didn't say.
At $1.99, that was the comment. Two Bear member for 19 months. True men smash the like button.
That's right. So we do have a $2 whore, but I don't see the $2 whore in the jar yet. So that's going to be tough to talk about. All right, going back to what I was saying.
Yeah, do that.
ESPN football, you can see right down there. Gen X Mom is in 8th place. I'm a little bit below that. I don't even know if I'm on that screen, but she's in 8th place. There I am. Look at that, 17th place. But we're coming up. We made our picks. We're coming up in the ranks. So if you guys are watching, we're catching up. Anybody who beats Gen X Mom gets a prize at the end of the year. Yes, Gen X Mom, go.
Insurmountable Cali Cat, member for 14 months. General, I love Hocus Pocus. I stand with Israel too. Scott Harmon, LOL, Gen X Mom, be careful with the general.
That's right.
Christina
That's
Dvorak.
a wise warning. You be careful with me. Don't you sass me, woman.
Who feeds you? Who washes your clothes?
Don't make me raise up and put hands on you.
Christina Dvorak, member for 5 months. I'm driving and it's going to get dumpy.
It's going to get dumpy.
That's what it says.
She's driving and it's going to get dumpy.
I don't know what that means.
Snow coming down? Dumping snow?
GX Patrick is dropping some shade right now. He's like, who's in first, though? It's
Is it
him. Ah.
Oh, GX Patrick's in first. Yeah. Shane Lamrose in second. Trippy Dippy Pineapple's in
Second, tied.
Yeah, he doesn't even know anything about football. Trippy Dippy Pineapple looks at the uniforms. He's like, "Oh, those are shiny turquoise. I'm going with the Chargers." He has no idea about anything football, but he's winning.
Yeah, well, you know.
Whatever. Some people got all.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, people.
Yeah, that's it.
When the holidays come around, you know.
It's true in sex also. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. All right.
Yeah, for some of you, I doubt it. But okay.
Did you just call out people to get the job done efficiently? Is that what you did?
The 3-minute men?
The 3-minute men. If you get made fun of by your woman for being quick on the draw in the bedroom, a little bit badonk-a-donk when you can't even get the whole word.
And it doesn't mean efficient.
Yes, it does. It's efficient. You know what? Women should appreciate when you're watching a television show and you can break one off before the commercial ends. You're right back to watching the show. You're welcome. I think that's the word you're looking for. Gigi, you guys just don't know how to view things correctly. Ladies, thankfully, I'm here to guide you through how this stuff goes. All right? That's important. Podcast. We had a pretty fun podcast. We knocked it out, edited, it's posted. It will drop at midnight. So I'm sure some of the staff can put up a link for the podcast. You can look at the old episodes. The new one drops at 12:02 a.m. Los Angeles time, and you can check it out. So it's a good thing there. Bong! Moving right along. We did a 2-minute drill. Money went to Iran. They knew it was coming in, so they spent money on tanks and blew up Israel. That's the bottom line. Now, they're talking about refreezing the money. I hope they do. But that 2-minute drill that we put up, just you got to listen for 2 minutes. That 2-minute drill is doing very, 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 very well. Thank you guys for watching it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for sharing it and commenting. It was a great 2-minute drill, and it's doing really well. Just wanted to say thank you. Yes, Gen X Mom with her hand in the air.
Houdini, $10. It's not my fault she can't keep up.
Wow. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah, but then Graham's like, I'm efficient, but I make sure she's first.
There's some truth to that, but you got to break the whole thing down into 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Remember Chuck Woolery? We'll be back in 2 and 2. 2 minutes and 2 seconds for a commercial break.
Okay.
You got to hurry that shit up. Knock it down, break it off. Let's go. All right, back where I was. I had stuff to say it was important around here.
Do you? Are you sure?
Yeah, so John Fetterman, senator from Pennsylvania. Okay, everybody knows this idiot. He gets on Stephen Colbert's late night talk show, and in the banter back and forth, they're trying to make fun of Republican senators, Republican congressmen, and this idiot, he gets up there and he says, well, I just want to let you know, in case you people out there in radio and TV land weren't aware, America doesn't send the brightest people to the Senate. Yeah, we're aware, dingus. Out of the mouths of babes, you goddamn moron. No shit.
Talking about a reboot of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. There you go.
Says, you know, America doesn't have a good track record of sending the smartest and brightest people to the Senate. We're aware. Here, well, hold on. Let me grab that mirror, dumbass. Got to be the king of idiocracy in there. All right. I do like this. Fox News Corporation, and they've been saying it all day long to make sure everybody knows because, like me, they're proud of where they stand. They donated $1 million to help Israel against the Hamas attacks. I'm sure it's all in the humanitarian. I'm sure they didn't send rocket launchers, but it's $1 million, and they'll use it well. All right. This is kind of weird. Moving on. Now we got some fun. We got the hard stuff out of the way. We get some of the funner stuff for tonight. And funner is a word. You know why? Because I just said so. This is true. This is a real picture. They used to mail children. You could send a child in the mail in the United States. There were some rules. You know, they had to be able to speak. They couldn't be like over the age of 7 or 8. Like you couldn't send a teenager. You couldn't go, all right, I'm done with you. I'm just going to make up an address and send them to South Carolina. But they sent children in the mail, and it was like a common practice. They had special people take care of the kids and put them in a sack, run them.
Well, they did it on airplanes. Why couldn't they do it in the mail?
Well, because an airplane, you're empowering an institution and signing forms and documents, and they're having a babysitter. These are just mailmen passing it off to the next mailman to the next mailman to the next mailman. What if you got the wrong address? I mean, that happened a lot back then. They don't even stop. They just knock on your door. The mail's there. You open up your door, and there's 3 envelopes and a baby sitting in a mail bag. What if it's the wrong address? What?
They did it to Harry Potter.
What?
They did it to Harry Potter.
Did what?
They left him on a doorstep.
Okay, what does this have to do with Harry Potter?
I'm just saying. They left babies on the doorstep.
Chicks, man. Chicks. So there's another picture that came to me, and it is people were saying when they sent this to me, like, hey, General, you ever seen something like this before? You ever seen a porcupine? You ever seen a full body armor that has spikes? And I'm like, yeah. That is, in my household, my wife wears that to bed. That is the no badonkadonk sleepwear. That's what she wears when you ain't getting none and you don't need to bother asking. That is a no badonkadonk sleepwear in my house, just to be clear. I'm not sure what's
That's the human porcupine.
Yeah, my definition is much better. So another one they sent, and I know this is a thing. I know that back in the day, they would wrestle bears. They would declaw, tigers and lions and play with them and, raise them and you could wrestle with them and stuff. And then they had this stuff, kangaroo boxing. Now,
oh, I've heard of that before.
I know that's a thing. That is not just for Australians. I am 100% sure that drunk Australians invented this. I got that. But when you see that picture, how many guys, the first thing they thought was, that fucking kangaroo is going to prop up on its tail and kick me? How many guys? No, I'm not the only guy. I saw that picture and go, that motherfucker kangaroo ain't going to box. He going to raise up on somebody and kick them. That's what's going to happen right there. But that dude's coming in anyway. He's leaning back a little bit, but he's coming in strong. Apparently, they don't do that anymore. Now that kind of activity is frowned upon. All right, you take your time with the sheets. I got to run an errand here, so go ahead. Go. What do you got?
$50 on PayPal from Mrs. Four for Mom's next message because she deserves it.
What
Yes.
You deserve stuff. I don't get that.
I have to put up with you every single day.
I'm a delight. Just ask me. I'll tell you.
No kidding.
I am a delight. All right, so the
I need a
light is green, the
vacation.
shower is clean. We just had a lecture on that earlier today about the little green dollar sign. Something you guys may not know is we try to earn $13.80 during the live stream. But as I'm talking and I'm saying stuff, especially with the content I started with tonight, YouTube will come in and turn our little green dollar sign yellow, which means nobody wants to advertise while you're talking this shit. Or they turn it red and go, you violated your terms, you're not getting anything. But what I learned is that if you go right back in, because it's an automatic, a person doesn't decide that. It's one of their algorithms. But if you go back in and hit, please review this, if you do it quick enough, it turns right back green. If you wait till the show's over, it takes 3 or 4 days. But you can go back in. Well, apparently the algorithm's not listening tonight. Apparently there's somebody more important than me on the radio, and the algorithms are all over there listening to them. Great, because you left us alone. The light is green, the trap is clean, and we're moving on. You got anything else? Anything else? Dear, honey, sweetheart, love of my life?
KG asked if I got a new kitchen table yet.
You've been close to picking one out. I told you to go pick one.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I would like one made. What? But the ones I am looking at, it's going to cost like $500 to send it here to California. It's very difficult, but
Even after it's made, it's $500 to send it.
yeah. And the other thing is that I'm trying to get it here before Christmas, but it's not looking, or even Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I'm having a little,
Thankfully, you have married the right guy.
what does that mean?
I have one solution that solves both your problems.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
No, it's simple. This is the brilliance that comes from when you involve me in conversations.
I shouldn't have said anything. KG should not have asked. Okay.
Number one, you don't want to pay $500. Number two, you want to get it here before Christmas. Then you have somebody down in Riverside make it for you. Don't buy it from Connecticut. Don't buy it from some custom forest from the Civil War era. No. You go down and you have some guy knocking together IKEA stuff for you with an Allen wrench, and we just go pick it up.
No.
No $500. Doesn't take very long. Probably be $70 for the whole table, and we can have it here.
I do not want an IKEA special.
You're just not listening now. Now you're not a team player.
Cali Cat, $2. Let's see who is whoring themselves out tonight.
Whoring themselves out tonight. I wonder who it is.
Thanks, KG. He said my bad. Christina Dvorak. I thought it was Mrs. 4. Gifted 5. Gen X Talks memberships 2. The AVJ2. Cora Davis. Ashley, our own Ashley. BA. And Mike Gaston.
Wait a second.
Our own Ashley got gifted a membership.
So we have a staff member that doesn't even pay the $1 to be in here. We have a staff member that says, I can't work tonight, but is obviously logged in to receive the membership as it went by. Wow. Ashley, Christina just ratted you out because you told me you couldn't do it tonight. You couldn't be on tonight. You couldn't be part of the stream tonight. You also couldn't have received a free membership unless you were logged in. You don't got to be saying anything.
So she was caught somewhere that she said she wasn't, like the kids that just like kids.
Just like when, it's teenagers like this that make me drink. All right, where was I? had more stuff to talk about. I wasn't done yet.
Mrs. 4 says you do not have to be here to get a free membership.
Now you do. You got to be logged in. How would they know? How would they know someone to get a free membership if they weren't here?
I don't know. They just told me to put Ashley in the woodshed.
You should put Ashley in the woodshed. You should ban her from the channel. We should fire her tomorrow for
How funny she isn't in here. It says there's no way I could put her in the woodshed.
Then how because you haven't seen her name yet.
Yes, I'm on her name right. Oh, because even though it says gifted membership.
Nope, she has to type something. Then you can put her in the woodshed. But she can't get one. That'd be like somebody who's not here. That'd be like someone who's not logged in and watching the live stream in France, and they wake up tomorrow morning and go, "You got to." How would YouTube know they even like our channel? How would they know they're even part of the channel?
Well, Steffi says you don't need to be on to get one. That's what she says.
There's two chicks that are wrong. I don't care how many of you line up. You got to be logged in. You got to be part of the stream to get it. You can't just get it because you visited there one time. Yeah.
J1775 says, General, do y'all like cast iron cookware? Why would he ask you that question?
Clearly because I'm the cast iron king.
He doesn't even go in the kitchen.
Yeah, I know where it is. I've seen the kitchen.
Well, you can point to it. That doesn't mean you've been in it.
I walked through it one time. It was kind of scary as law. There's a lot of weird things in there. Machines I've never seen before, but yeah, I've been in the kitchen.
Yes, yeah. I love cast iron.
Yeah, lots of it. Enameled cast iron and Lodge straight up cast iron. Lots of that stuff. You have a couple Staub things too that are enameled, and some Le Cru A, if you say. I don't know how you say it. It's French. It doesn't matter. All right.
Le Cru.
So what else was it? Did you more stuff in here? Okay. I'm going to show you a picture from a movie. You get a free T-shirt if you can tell me what movie this is from.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go. And I will look in the comments because I could probably mute the channel for a second. Ready? Look at me. Ready? Got to hide my safe here so I can't see it.
Okay.
All right. Think we got it. Hope you didn't hear. Turn the mics off.
Oh, wait. Insurmountable Cali Cat, $5. Is Steffi O Nurse the $2 whore tonight?
Steffi O Nurse is our $2 whore. Bing, 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 bing. That's right. How did she get that?
Cali Cat gets a prize.
Okay. Cali Cat, if you send her a T-shirt, I think all the T-shirts and hoodies you send out need to be sprayed with my cologne.
Then you send them out.
Why can't I just spray them and hand them to you? You're the mail department, not me.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
thing. It should be done that way. All right, so I'm going to click on a picture. It's going to be of a movie. You have to tell me what movie it's from. A lot of people will look at this. A lot of guys will go, huh, dude, they're going to know exact. Like, it's not Marty McFly's house, but if it was Marty McFly's house, everyone would know that's Marty McFly's house. Back to the Future, 1, 2, or 3. That you'd know. This is not quite at that level, but you're going to know what it is. If you know, you know. All right, let's go to it. Bum, 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 bum. What movie is this from? There you go. Kids today don't even know who lived here. You get an extra $1 if you know who lives here. Extra $1 if you know the name of the person living here. Anybody? Come on now. Don't leave me. Somebody wrote the Roman Empire. Whoa. Lionheart, but he's on staff.
Heavy hard drive, Friday.
Heavy Hard Drive was first?
Yes, heavy hard drive.
Are you sure?
That's what's on there. All right, I don't
He
need.
was first. Hold on. Looking midway. No.
Who's calling the shots here?
Red Dawn. No.
I just told you who was first. Heavy
It's
hard
not that-
drive.
It's not that I'm not. It's not that I'm questioning, but I'm absolutely.
You're starting to sound like the NFL refs. Hold on a second. Need a review. Gotta change it. Or let me just pick up my flag and continue the game.
Okay, you can pick up your flag. I concur with you. Okay.
Heavy hard drive. Email
If
me.
you can. All right. Heavy hard drive. You gonna get a little something something for being a something something.
Also, Mrs. Fort Watton, $20. General. People sign up for free memberships, but they do not have to be here to win one. Don't act like Biden. Admit when you're wrong. Oh, man.
For a free membership. Where on
You
earth- where
supposedly,
would you sign up for that?
supposedly there is like a thing to turn on for you to receive it on their end.
Full of shit. There's not a. You can't sign up for it.
Whatever.
There's no form you fill out. Now, Mrs. Fort Watton, I'm not accusing you of needing to adjust your medication, but maybe. I'm just perhaps. You got to be here. This is Ashley, right now, Ashley, fail. Ashley, woodshed. And Mrs. Fort Watton is trying to get her out of the woodshed. All this is a conspiracy from the top down.
Okay, the name of the family, was it Craig?
Yeah, Craig was the guy who lived there.
Okay, Stony B Gaming guessed Craig.
Yeah, but he didn't say Friday, comma, Craig.
Did you say you had to say both?
Yeah, I said you name the movie, and
my
if you can name
goodness.
who goes there, who lives there, whose name it was.
He's just like an NFL ref, I swear to
I'm not
God.
an
You just changed the rules in the middle of
That
it.
is bullshit. That is actually a very mean thing to call me as an NFL.
Did
ref.
I hurt your feelings?
You did. I had one feeling left, and you heard it. You stepped all over it. Don't ever call me an NFL ref. All right. Where was I? So, did you guys know Steve Garvey is running for the Senate? Yeah. Steve Garvey. Now, I know Steve Garvey. Like, I know him. And he's been my favorite player for years for the Dodgers. But he should have ran for governor or for Senate when he was popular. Not that he's not popular now, but I mean, like, if you just got out of baseball in the 80s, wouldn't you run for some sort of political office in the 90s when everybody still knows who you are? Because people have passed on, people have moved away, and, you know, people have to be reminded on how great Steve Garvey was. They kind of know. True sports fans will, true Dodgers will know. But, you know, he's like 75 or 6 or 7 years old, and kind of a lot of people have forgotten. And how on earth, this is my thing. Even if he does this, and he played for Los Angeles, you get the whole town of LA. All right. You played for San Diego for a few years, took him to the World Series. Whole town of San Diego. You still have to get past all the voters in San Francisco that are Giants fans that hate you. They don't hate you because you're Steve Garvey. They hate you because you're a Dodger. That, to me, that's a big thing. To me, that's a huge thing to overcome. I'm just saying. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Josh Maddox, $1.99, talking to Ashley right now. She's not here.
Okay, Josh, you're fired. Ashley's fired and you're fired. And Mrs. Four is this close. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Christina Dvorak, $10. There is a button to push for gifted memberships and memberships. and I have gifted Ashley 3 times
I
now.
want to know what a gifted membership is.
Me too.
Really good. You know what's funny is when we're doing a podcast, we're recording. you have a trait of yawning and yawning and yawning and yawning. When we're in here, you got to fuck up the words at least one time and take us off on a tangent. Once a show, you're good for that, I'll tell you.
All right, well, good.
You act like you're getting
I'm
paid
keeping
by
you
the
on your
fuck up, though, and you're not.
I'm keeping you on your toes.
There you think. Well, thank you for that. So who says this is a good idea? Ice cold
I do. No kidding.
whiskey. And they took it away. It was in the workplace. You go get a cup of coffee. There
Wow.
was a water cooler, and there was whiskey. You could go and get whiskey. Just, God damn it. Your boss comes in and yells at you. He watches you walk right over to the whiskey machine.
And they spelled it wrong.
Oh, yeah, they kind of did.
So maybe it's not what you think it is.
What is Eva? Is that hers? Maybe the girl's name is Eva and it's just her machine.
I don't know.
Maybe she was drunk when she wrote whiskey. I'm just saying that if that was a real thing back in the day, why would you take it out?
We need to blow this up and see what it says in there. Because it says water up at the top and something else. I don't know if that's whiskey like alcohol.
Okay.
I think you're
Water, soda.
select first,
I can't
whiskey
tell.
full measure.
Oh, is that what that says? Full measure?
Yeah, select first. I can't read the other. Insert 25 cents.
25 cents for a cup
And
of
green
whiskey.
light is on. I don't know.
Wow. I can't read that bottom one at all.
Because you're blind.
It has nothing to do with being blind. It's a blurry picture, man.
Mr. Flibble, member for 3 months. Woohoo! The Disney kid, $2. General, is there a job for the Disney kid?
Yeah, we're going to have 2 openings real soon, and we're bordering on a third. Just so you know, we're getting that close. All right. So, speaking of Mrs. Four, and I'm going to have to drink if I have to relate to her, she doesn't like it when I spill her family history. I don't do it very often. I don't talk about Mrs. Four because I love Mrs. Four, and she's on staff here. I don't intentionally try to disparage her name.
Tread lightly.
I'm treading lightly. But I ran across something that was funny. Yes, Gen X Mom.
Ashley just chimed in, $4.99. I'm never in here when gifted. Hadn't logged on, was sleeping. Love you all. I'll go to the corner.
Yeah, you go to the woodshed is where you need to go. If you don't put her there, I will. All right, I'll find her. I can find her in there. Where is she? And Josh Maddox and Ashley. There she is right there. And we click on the button, and she's in a timeout. So, Ashley, you can get bent and be quiet for 15 minutes.
Wow.
All right. So, anyway, we've shown you guys some pictures of some old timely stuff. Right now, I didn't go back very far. I went back into the archives of United States history, and I found some cool stuff. I couldn't go back today. I didn't have time to go back to the Civil War, so I couldn't get when the Sun Valley Fox was in high school. But I'm working on it, just one thing at a time. So we'll go to this one right here.
I have a picture of him in high school.
So this one is Mrs. Fort Watton's dad in 1901, and he says, "I'm not a bootlegger. Don't shoot. I'll stop." Now, what bothers me about this picture is that obviously there was a lot of bootlegging going on. Mrs. Fort Watton still has the still. I shouldn't have used that word. Currently has her grandpappy still, and it works in the back of her 15 acres. It still works.
Oh, I would love to see that.
She's still making hooch. It's an old copper one. Anyway, why would you have to hang a sign on your car that says, "I'll stop"? Were cops just coming up and shooting cars and then telling them, "Pull over"? It just seems a little bit odd that something happened so frequently that they felt they had to put a goddamn sign on the back of their cars. Whoa, 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 don't shoot. Now, it's only in when they were going through the hills of Tennessee and respectable states with respectable police officers. You wouldn't have to deal with that. But, where Mrs. Ford, there was a little something going on there.
Kristen Hartman on Facebook. Look up a friend of my family, Badger's Den Rustic Furniture. His name is Eric Alman, and he's crazy talented.
He better be in Riverside or someplace close.
I will write that down.
All right. So I'm not sure if we're decorating for Halloween. But
Well, I am, but you're not.
You are decorating for Halloween?
Yes.
I think I may have a contribution, and it would be this.
Oh, gosh.
I think this would be one of the scariest pumpkins jack-o'-lanterns ever made. It's absolutely true. My dogs are going crazy out there.
Yeah, I
Do a
don't know
little
why.
health check.
While you do that, GX Patrick, $5. PSA, 2 fingers of whiskey is correctly measured with the index and pinky fingers.
How would you get your index and pinky finger together?
I don't know.
I gotta
Graham-
say, when someone does this, something completely different comes to mind.
Graham Gordon, member for 5 months. I'm
Is
going to
no
go
one gonna tell-
check.
There's no. It's next door neighbor's car. They're fucking with the car next door. I'm not sure if no one's going to comment on this, right? No one's going to tell me this would be the check engine light stuff, man. This would be a great one. Okay, you guys just skipping right over that. I don't care anymore. So here's another one for you. We'll go to this one. I was really proud of Rod Stewart. He rejected Saudi Arabia's concert opportunity. Lots of money for him to go perform there, because if you've been following Saudi Arabia, they are coming full westernized support. They're building soccer fields. They're doing concerts. They're doing all this fun, relatable, big stuff. This was a really big thing. And he's like, no, over human rights abuses, which, I'm sure they sent a very nice form letter back to Saudi Arabia and said, well, no, thank you. We're going to pass. We don't agree with some of your But basically, that's a letter that says, you're fucking assholes and you mess with people. You hurt children. You degrade women, so fuck off. I'm not coming there. Now, I'm sure they said it much nicer than I did. But that's what that letter was. Good for Rod. Good for standing up. Somebody turned down the money. I do want to touch on one thing here before we go. I didn't realize how much the human race, human species, has in common with other animals. I learn it all the time. Some of the things that you're like, wow, that's dead on. Now, not everything. You talking about a cow or something, a little bit of it, but not everything. But man, every now and then you can find an animal that has 99% nothing in common with a human being. But that 1% that aligns, you're like, holy shit, I feel that. I found some today, ladies and gentlemen, hit a big fella like me right here, right in the feels. I felt this one. Let me show you what I mean here. Bump, 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 bump. If I hear this, yeah, right here. Female frogs fake death to escape explosive romp sessions from males. I immediately thought of my wife. I had no idea my wife and female frogs had so much in common. Because if she can't find her porcupine suit, this is the next thing. I can literally poke her with a stick. I'm like, come on, wake up. She won't even breathe. She won't move. She's dead. And if I don't call an ambulance, she will remain that way. She just lays there. Oh, sorry. There's a real thing. You think this story is fake. I didn't make this up. I didn't find a picture of two frogs. I didn't write it up in that blue. That is a real story from a real nature guy who really studies frogs, and he was really connecting with women of the human race. Not sure what that means or why, but it's nice to know as human males that we're not alone out there. Our struggle is shared. Our struggle is shared with others. Right.
Bubba Shinobi, everyone's fired with whiskey with glasses. That's what he said.
We're getting close to that. We're just getting close to cutting everybody. I'm just pissed off. In fact, I'm going to fire everybody tonight. Everyone's getting a form letter. Everyone's gone. Everyone's history, except Trippy Dippy Pineapple. We'll keep Trippy. TDP, he's a utility player. He can stay, but everybody else got to go. We'll put Trippy in charge of hiring of all the replacements. Actually, that won't work. Trippy would just hire back everybody. Trippy would just go in there and go, well, I found it. I say, okay, who do we get to replace Two Bear? He's going to go, Two Bear.
Brad Baker, $2. Do frogs get headaches?
It just said they play dead. He didn't say on that. Yeah.
Mr. Roman, $10. Moonshine Distillery's favorite rum runner car during 1940s and the mid-50s was a 1940 Ford. The Flathead 5.8 could be souped up or replaced with newer, more powerful engine from a Caddy ambulance. That's what was stated.
You see what I'm saying right there? Those rum runners, they knew their stuff. Mrs. Fort Watten's a dad. Hot rod beyond all hot rods. That was a guy. Yeah,
Mrs. Four says, I've never been fired before, so I quit.
Well, I haven't fired her yet. We're getting close. I'm just letting you know, that close.
So why, everybody, what's the deal with the Gumbo Day? That's it?
I don't know what gumbo is. I don't know that I've ever had gumbo.
How do you not know what gumbo is?
Okay, it's Louisiana, right? Am I right?
Well, that's what they call, okay, let me put it in... dumb mechanic terms.
Well, thank you for dumbing it down for me. But it's gumbo's it's like primarily a Louisiana thing. Am I right?
It's like, well, yeah, that's what they call it because
I've been there and I've had the opportunity, but I've never had it.
It's like beef stew, but they add shellfish in it. They can, but it also has the holy trinity of celery, Oh, geez. Peppers and onions. That's how it starts.
So if it's just beef stew, why don't they call it stew?
It is a stew, but they call it gumbo in the South.
What's the difference between gumbo and stew then? Now, I'm a dumb mechanic. I'm just asking. What's the difference between gumbo and stew?
We call it stew. They call it gumbo.
So 49
You call
states,
it a car. We call it a bus. No, I'm kidding.
49 states call it stew, and one state goes, no, it's gumbo. We added fish to it.
Okay.
What is it, a crawfish or something? Is it something that you can only get in Louisiana? Is that what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness.
Look, and I'm not sure what we've accomplished here tonight. I think we've learned a few things, haven't we? So it's important about the badonkadonk suit, faking death for frogs and women. I think we learned that Hamas is now an enemy for life with this guy. We covered, and Christina Dvorak is the new bus driver. Yeah, Gen X mom.
Tim Smith on Facebook wants to know, can we go back to watch any of these live posts? My Facebook doesn't notify me that you're live. Thanks. Tim.
We archive, on Facebook, we archive a lot of them where you can't see them pretty quick. You can go back for a couple. But the reason is that most of the people that go to the Facebook page, they want to scroll through on shorts, on reels, on a couple 2-minute drills, but they're heavy on Generation X memes and GIFs and pics. So we archive those so it doesn't clutter up the flow of the page. People can scroll through and they're not running into live streams all the time. So if you want to see them, if you're on Facebook, just find the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube is our home. So everything is over there. Everything is listed on playlist under solos, under live streams. It's all neatly tidy and put away there. If you want to find it, it's there. You can also check it out on Rumble. Josh Maddox has transferred every single live stream from what we do out here in the world. Everything's on Rumble. That's our backup. Yeah, Gen X mom.
Christina Dvorak gave $5. They cook it outside in a cauldron, but I don't want everybody's like correcting me that it's not stew. I was telling the dumb mechanic over here what it's like. Yeah, I got it. So he gets it. He knows what stew is, so that's why I was making the correlation.
No, it's
if I say anything else.
I got what you said. It's a stew-like substance. I get it. Okay, there's
so you get
floating in like a stew. I got it. I just didn't know what gumbo was. Is gumbo stringy?
No.
It's not stringy.
Why would you say it's stringy?
Because I picture gumbo like you pick up a big, fat, hairy meatball.
Oh, my gosh.
Strings coming off of it.
I'll make you some gumbo, okay?
You don't have to make me any gumbo.
Josh Maddox, $1.99. Gumbo comes from another word that means okra. What?
Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, I don't want that. I don't even like okra. No. Now I don't want gumbo at all. It's a big, fat, hairy meat.
It has okra. It can
okra. No, not.
It can have okra in it, but I mean, it's okra. Kind of like, well, even celery can be stringy. Like if that's what you're talking about.
I'm gonna pass on that. It was National Gumbo Day. You know whether it was National Savings Day. And I just couldn't bring myself to do National Savings Day because that's the Sun Valley Fox is one of his favorite days of the year. Would you like to know why? Because he can walk around going, no, I'm not donating to charity. No, I'm not giving to the homeless. It's National Savings Day. This is the one day he can legitimately walk around being a cheap son of a bitch and no one can say anything because he's got a badge and an ID card that says this is National Savings Day. Don't ask me for shit.
That is so funny because I have a story to tell you about the Sun Valley Fox. He's now turned into my father because we all went to dinner with my dad and my brother. We were all married or whatever. And we were at a restaurant and I don't know, my dad was being cheap or something. And my brother sat in the chair and wiggled side by side going,
that noise, yeah.
So he was doing it to our dad. Now you're saying he's our dad.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely turned into your dad. The only difference between him and your dad was cheap and ignored me and wouldn't talk to me. Your brother is cheap and loves to insult me. There's a difference, but I've made some progress there in the family. I really have come a long way. So.
Okay, so yeah.
All right, is there anything else between the sheets, or can we say goodnight?
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. We are clean. The trap is
light is green.
The trap is clean.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Good night, Mary Ellen, and good night, John Boy. And if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you. You can look it up later. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are on this planet. Appreciate you guys taking an hour of your night. If you had to waste an hour, what better place to waste it than right here with Gen X Talks? We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We wouldn't be anything without you. Remember, wherever you go, there you are. And we'll catch you guys, on the flip side.